I want you to be knowing kind of what the order of operations is going to be, especially for raising your prices and introducing potentially a new offer, okay? Which you don't have to do either of those things, but you probably will want to at some point. So this is what this looks like. You don't reinvent the wheel. You're just going to execute better and keep building your demand and selling out your current offer, and then raising your prices and then selling it out at that price, and then raising your prices as your demand grows. And when you decide that you want to be introducing a new offer, like I said before, you're going to have already created the demand to now sell that new offer. Instead of trying to do something totally from scratch and you don't know if people are going to want it, you're going to already have the demand. It's going to be just there waiting for you. Okay, so you need to be patient. You need to think long-term and not scratch the itch like most people do. And I was definitely guilty of this, of creating a new offer or 2 offers, or I think at one point I had 5 offers all at the same time because I was thinking I need the next thing. I need a cheaper price point. I need a more expensive price point. I need a DIY version. I need a done with you version. Your brain will freak out about all of the ideas. Be patient. Don't introduce those until you have made a lot of money. I suggest being in the 6 figures and more before you do this and thinking long term, okay? What you're going to experience, which every single person does, is your brain will absolutely freak out and tell you this is a fluke. This is not sustainable. I can't do this. It's a fluke. I don't know how to repeat it. I don't know where the people are coming from. I'll revisit stage 4 where your marketing and your selling is happening, but you're like, how is it even working? You're just having conversations. You're trying all of the things. You're putting things on your website and someone's sharing an email and it's like, how did that person even share it? And it's all very mysterious. It's like, how is this working? But it is working. Well, your brain's going to really have a problem with that, and it's going to argue with you that it is not sustainable and it's a fluke. None of that is true, okay? Absolutely none of it is true because, remember, you have the self-confidence to know that you figure things out and that you created those results in the first place. And if you created those results in the first place, you know how to keep creating them and it'll keep working. So we first of all shush your mind on the it's a fluke thoughts because that's not even true, but you will have them and they'll come up. And if you don't anticipate that they're going to come, what happens is you start chasing sparkly squirrels. You start doing crazy things, introducing new products, changing your prices, like trying new marketing, getting on a new platform and like deep diving on a new platform that takes all of your time and bandwidth and abandoning the things that were working before, which will really flatline you, things like that. So there's lots of different ways that this can show up. But ultimately, if you know that that is going to happen and you can see it for what it is when it does, you will be so much better served. So I do want to make a little plug here for being around successful people. Okay, success leaves clues. We know this. My favorite, I should like wear that on my shirt every day. Success leaves clues. Surround yourself with others that are in the same stage or better yet, further along than you, so you can see what they're doing that makes them successful. And you can get support from them and you can get strategies that work instead of getting overwhelmed with all of the sparkly squirrel tactics and all of the things that you could try and trying to figure it out on your own. Surround yourself with people that have already done it that can help you. My business went from $150,000 a year to over $1 million a year in just a 3-year span. And the reason was because I invested in high-level coaching programs full of peers that were way further along than me that I could learn from. And I sat there quietly and I just learned. Okay, I asked some questions, but mostly I observed.